If you have noticed your legs feeling heavy by the end of the day, or you have spotted those visible veins becoming more prominent as you have gotten older, you are definitely not alone. Many people over 60 experience these changes and wonder if there is anything they can actually do about it. Here is something that might surprise you. One overlooked vitamin plays a surprisingly important role in keeping your veins and circulation strong, and most people over 60 do not get enough of it. In the next few minutes, you will learn exactly what this vitamin does, which foods contain it, and how to recognize if you might need more of it in your daily routine. Let me be clear about something from the start. I am not a doctor, and nothing I share in this video should replace the advice of your healthcare provider. If you have serious concerns about your circulation or vein health, please consult with a medical professional. What I am going to share with you is information based on research and evidence about how nutrition supports vascular health as we age. Many healthcare professionals recommend that we pay attention to our nutritional intake because it directly affects how our bodies function, especially when it comes to circulation. Now, let me explain why this topic matters so much for people in your age group. Circulation naturally changes after age 60. This is not a medical emergency, and it is not something to panic about, but it is something worth understanding. Your blood vessels have been working hard for 6 decades, and like any part of your body, they benefit from proper nutrition and care. Healthy veins and circulation are essential for so much more than just how your legs look. They determine your energy levels, your leg comfort, your mobility, and your overall vitality. When circulation is not optimal, people often experience fatigue, feel that heaviness in their legs, experience cramping at night, and notice a reduction in their quality of life. The good news, and this is really important, is that small and consistent nutritional habits can make a real difference. You are not stuck with whatever changes you are experiencing. You have agency here, and that is empowering. Let me paint a picture of what many of you might be experiencing. You might notice that your legs feel heavier as the day goes on. You might see veins that seem more visible than they used to be, or you might experience slight swelling, especially in your ankles or feet by evening. Some people wake up with leg cramps or experience fatigue in their legs that make standing or walking less enjoyable than it used to be. These experiences are normal, and they are more common than you might think. You might not even realize that a nutritional factor could help address these issues. The thing is, these signs become more common, not inevitable, after 60 because of natural changes in how our blood vessels work. The walls of your blood vessels naturally lose some of their elasticity over time. This is just part of how our bodies age. Your body also produces less of certain compounds that help maintain vascular strength, and inflammation can increase slightly with age, affecting how smoothly your circulation functions. When you add a sedentary lifestyle to these natural changes, the effects compound. But here is the encouraging part. Regular movement and activity actually helps counteract these changes. Additionally, nutritional deficiencies become more common as we age, partly because how our bodies absorb nutrients changes over time. This is where focusing on specific vitamins becomes so valuable. Now I want to dive into the science of why this happens at a deeper level. The reason vascular changes happen as we age is not about weakness. It is about a natural shift in how our blood vessels age. Think of your blood vessel walls like a composite material made up of proteins like collagen and elastin, along with other structural components. These proteins give your blood vessels their strength and flexibility. Over decades, these proteins break down naturally, and your body produces less of them. Additionally, your body becomes less efficient at producing the compounds that protect your blood vessels from damage caused by oxidative stress. Inflammation, which is a natural part of aging, can also affect how well your blood vessels function. All of these are normal processes, but they are also processes that we can actively influence through our choices. Sedentary lifestyles make these problems worse because your blood vessels need regular movement to stay strong and flexible. Think of it like any muscle in your body. If you do not use it, it weakens. Your circulation is the same way. But when you combine regular movement with proper nutrition, you give your body the building blocks it needs to maintain vascular health. This is where one specific vitamin enters the picture in a really important way. That vitamin is vitamin C. Now you might be thinking that you already know about vitamin C because it helps prevent colds, and while that is true, its role in your vascular health is just as important and often overlooked. Vitamin C supports the production of collagen and elastin in your blood vessel walls. These are the proteins that give your veins and arteries their strength and flexibility. When you have adequate vitamin C, your body can continuously repair and maintain these structures. Research suggests that vitamin C helps maintain vascular strength and flexibility, which directly affects how well your circulation functions. Evidence indicates that it supports a healthy inflammatory response in blood vessels, meaning it helps your body keep inflammation in check, which is crucial for vascular health. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting blood vessel cells from stress and damage caused by free radicals. These are unstable molecules that can damage cells if left unchecked. When your blood vessels are protected from this kind of damage, they function better, and your circulation improves. Here is something particularly important. Adequate vitamin C intake is especially important after age 60 because your body becomes less efficient at absorbing and using it. Your digestive system does not absorb vitamin C quite as effectively as it did when you were younger, which means you need to be more intentional about making sure you get enough. This is not a miracle cure, and I want to be very clear about that. It is one piece of the circulatory health puzzle, but it is an important piece, and it is something you can actually control starting today. Now let me give you practical, actionable ways to support your circulation and make sure you are getting adequate vitamin C. The best sources of vitamin C are whole foods, and fortunately, many of them are delicious and readily available. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits are excellent sources. One medium orange gives you a substantial amount of vitamin C and makes for an easy snack. Berries, particularly strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, are not only rich in vitamin C, but also contain other compounds that support vascular health. A simple handful of berries as a snack or added to your breakfast makes a real difference. Bell peppers, especially red and yellow ones, actually contain more vitamin C than citrus fruits and add great flavor and color to meals. Leafy greens like spinach and kale provide vitamin C along with other nutrients that support overall health. Broccoli is another excellent choice that is easy to prepare and incorporate into your meals. Tomatoes, whether fresh or cooked, provide vitamin C in a form that is easily incorporated into your daily eating. The beautiful thing about these foods is that they are not exotic or expensive. They are common foods that you can find at any grocery store, and most of them are affordable year-round. When it comes to how much you need, think in practical terms. Aim to include one or two of these vitamin C-rich foods in your daily routine. For example, you could have an orange with breakfast, include some bell peppers in your lunch salad, and have berries as an afternoon snack. That gives you excellent vitamin C intake without any complicated planning. Consistency matters more than perfection here. Regular daily intake of vitamin C is better than occasionally having large amounts. Your body cannot store vitamin C, so eating it regularly throughout the week matters more than having a huge amount one day and nothing for several days afterward. One useful tip: vitamin C is absorbed better when consumed with certain foods, particularly those containing a bit of healthy fat. For example, having berries with some nuts or bell peppers with olive oil in your salad actually helps your body absorb and use the vitamin C more effectively. Beyond nutrition, there are other habits that work together to support your circulation. Walking is incredibly powerful for your vascular health. Even 30 minutes of walking daily makes a measurable difference in how your blood vessels function. Leg elevation when you are resting, particularly in the evening, helps reduce fluid buildup and supports healthy circulation. Staying well hydrated throughout the day helps your blood flow more smoothly. Avoiding prolonged sitting is important too. If you have a desk job or spend a lot of time sitting, try to stand and move every hour or so. All of these habits work together with proper nutrition to create an environment where your circulation can thrive. Now, I want to address something important. You might hear advertising for vitamin C supplements, and while supplements can be useful in certain situations, whole foods are typically sufficient for most people over 60. Whole foods provide not just vitamin C, but also fiber, other vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that all work together to support your health. If you are concerned that you are not getting enough vitamin C from food alone, that is something worth discussing with your doctor. They might recommend a supplement, and that is fine if they do. But start with food first. Most people find that when they focus on including vitamin C-rich foods regularly, they feel better, have more energy, and notice improvements in how their legs feel. Let me now talk about some common mistakes that people make when they are trying to support their vascular health, because understanding these can help you avoid frustration and disappointment. The first mistake is waiting for dramatic symptoms before making any nutritional changes. Many people think that vein and circulation issues only matter if they are severe, but the truth is that prevention and early intervention are much more effective. If you start supporting your circulation now, before problems become significant, you are much more likely to maintain your health and avoid more serious issues down the road. The second mistake is relying on supplements alone without making dietary changes. Taking a vitamin C supplement while continuing to eat processed foods and maintaining a sedentary lifestyle will not give you the results you want. It is the combination of good nutrition, regular movement, and consistent habits that creates real change. The third mistake is expecting instant results. Vascular health improvements happen gradually. You might not feel a dramatic change after 1 week or even 1 month, but when you look back after 3 or 4 months of consistent habits, you will notice improvements in your energy, reduced leg heaviness, and better overall function. This is a marathon, not a sprint. The fourth mistake is ignoring the importance of movement and activity. Nutrition is important, but your blood vessels need regular activity to stay strong. You cannot eat your way to good circulation if you are completely sedentary. The combination of both nutrition and movement is what creates lasting results. The fifth mistake is assuming that visible veins are purely a cosmetic issue. Yes, some people care about how their legs look, and that is fine, but the real issue is functional. Healthy veins and circulation affect your energy, your comfort, your mobility, and your quality of life. Focus on the function, and the appearance often improves as a natural consequence. The sixth mistake is following extreme dietary trends instead of simple, sustainable changes. You do not need to follow a complicated diet or cut out entire food groups to support your vascular health. You just need to consistently include nutritious whole foods and move your body regularly. Simple, consistent habits beat complicated, unsustainable plans every single time. Now let me clear up some confusion with a myth versus fact comparison, because there are a lot of misconceptions out there that might be discouraging you or leading you down unhelpful paths. Here is the first one. Many people believe that if you have visible veins, your circulation is failing. The fact is that visible veins can be completely normal. Some people naturally have more prominent veins than others. What matters far more than whether your veins are visible is how your legs feel and how well they function. If you have energy, you can walk and move comfortably, and you do not experience pain or significant swelling, then your circulation is likely fine, even if you can see your veins. Here is another myth. Many people believe that you need prescription strength treatments to support vein health. The fact is that evidence suggests consistent nutrition and lifestyle habits support healthy circulation for most people. Of course, there are certain medical conditions that do require medical treatment, and if you have concerns, you should talk to a doctor. But for most people dealing with normal age-related changes in circulation, a focus on nutrition and lifestyle is incredibly effective. Here is a third myth. People often think that it is simply too late to improve circulation if you are over 60. The fact is that research clearly shows that dietary and lifestyle changes improve circulation at any age. Your body is remarkably resilient and adaptable. Even if you have experienced poor circulation for years, making positive changes now will create improvement. You have not missed your window. The fourth myth is that one specific food will fix this problem. The fact is that whole food patterns and consistent habits matter more than any single food. You do not need to eat massive amounts of oranges or any one food. You just need to eat a variety of nutritious whole foods regularly and stay active. That balanced approach is what creates lasting results. Let me now summarize what you should remember from everything we have covered, because these key points are the ones that will guide your actions going forward. First, circulation naturally changes after age 60, but you can actively support your vein and circulatory health through nutrition and lifestyle choices. This is not something that just happens to you passively. You have agency and control here. Second, vitamin C plays an important role in maintaining blood vessel strength and elasticity. By ensuring that you get adequate vitamin C from foods like citrus fruits, berries, bell peppers, and leafy greens, you are literally giving your body the building blocks it needs to maintain healthy blood vessels. Third, Consistent intake of whole foods rich in vitamin C, combined with regular movement like walking and avoiding prolonged sitting, supports long-term circulatory health. It is the combination of good nutrition and regular activity that creates the best results. Fourth, results vary from person to person. What matters is building sustainable habits rather than expecting overnight changes. Some people notice improvements in a few weeks. Others take a few months to really feel a difference. The important thing is that you stay consistent because the body does adapt and improve when you give it what it needs. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with an encouraging thought. Taking care of your circulation is an act of self-respect and self-care. It is you saying to yourself that you desire to feel energized, to move comfortably, and to enjoy your life without being limited by things like heavy legs or fatigue. Small, consistent choices compound over time. If you eat vitamin C-rich foods 3 or 4 times this week, that is progress. If you take a 30-minute walk 3 times this week, that is progress. If you do both, you are creating momentum toward better health. Recognize that by watching this video and learning about how to support your circulation, you are already taking an important step. You are taking information and putting it into action, and that matters. Be patient with yourself and persistent. Vascular health improvements are not always immediately visible, but they are real. You might not wake up one morning and suddenly feel dramatically different, but you will notice over time that you have more energy, that your legs do not feel as heavy, that you can walk further without discomfort, and that your overall quality of life improves. This is part of a larger journey toward vitality and healthy aging. You have the ability to influence how you feel and how well your body functions, and that is genuinely powerful. If this information resonated with you and you found it helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Subscribing ensures that you get more evidence-based health education delivered to you regularly, and it helps support the work that goes into creating these videos. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Have you noticed changes in your circulation as you have gotten older? Have you tried incorporating more vitamin C-rich foods into your diet? Your experience and your story might help someone else who is watching, so please share if you feel comfortable doing so. If you want to dive deeper into circulation and cardiovascular health, I have linked another related video in the description below. There are many aspects of heart health and circulation that we could explore together. Thank you for investing in your health by taking the time to learn something new today. That investment in knowledge is an investment in your future well-being. I will see you in the next video.